Now for the starting lineup for the Blackcats of Fredericktown. Number 1, Donettes. Number 3, Willie Stevens. Number 5, Kylie Meta. Number 12, Patience Garland. And number 44, Zoe Sonic. And get on your feet. Put those hands together for Willie Doniphan. Number 30, Emily Davis. Number 5, Sydney Scott. Number 11, Mary Person. Number 33, Allison Stan. And number 51, Folks, please remember this is not just a sport event, but also an educational opportunity. So please help us practice and teach good sportsmanship.
Test 1 2, test 1 2, check, 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 test 1 2. Matt, hey. Hey, I forgot. I just now did it. I forgot. I wasn't paying attention. Can you do it over here?
Do another one at 10.5.
Okay. All right. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test, 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 test. Test 1 2, test, test, check, check, test 1 2, test, test, check 1 2, test, test. That sound all right? And the varsity Donettes will try to follow up with a win here. They come in with a record of 9 wins and 4 losses after their win on Friday night against the Naylor Lady Eagles. They got 2 wins last week. They beat Greenville and Naylor after losing on Monday last week to Poplar Bluff. So they are going for win number 10 on the season here tonight against Fredericktown. It's a long haul for Fredericktown down here, probably in a bus. It's probably, I'm guessing, probably a good hour and 45 minutes from Fredericktown High School, because they're over on the northeast side of Fredericktown, their school is. So every bit, they probably may even take close to 2 hours to get here. So we'll see how that long bus ride equates for Fredericktown. I forgot to go down and get their record from their coach. I did hear earlier that they beat East Carter just about the same amount that the Donettes beat them, but when the Donettes played East Carter, they weren't playing all that well. And here lately, they have really been playing well, with the exception of a couple of quarters in the Poplar Bluff game. Been playing fantastic basketball. And we'll see what happens here tonight. I would say that may be the only common opponent the two teams have had so far this year. This is our first of 3 more games here this week, and they're all here at Doniphan. The girls will be back in action Thursday as they're going to play the Koshkonong Lady Blue Jays. There's going to be a junior varsity boys game before that, and then the girls are just going to play 1 game. I guess Koshkonong does not have enough for a JV, so that'll be on YouTube. And then on Friday night, the Dons will be in action against the Naylor Eagles in an Ozark Foothills Conference game, which will always a little tongue-tied here tonight, will also be homecoming here at Doniphan High School. I am going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with a little bit more before we have our national anthem, so stay tuned.
Hometown Pharmacy on LaRue Street in Doniphan, your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists are now providing vaccinations for flu, pneumonia, and shingles in the pharmacy. Flu shots are covered by Medicare with no co-payment and no appointment is necessary. Hometown Pharmacy now offers a wide variety of vitamins and supplements from Now Foods that help support and promote optimal health through good nutrition. Refills can be requested online or by using our mobile app. We now offer delivery of your prescription if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy. Come by or give us a call and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Hometown Pharmacy, proudly supporting the Dons and Donettes this season. Come experience the difference a Hometown Pharmacy makes.
That's nothing. Welcome back, everybody. We're back here at Doniphan High School, and we're getting set for our starting lineups and also the national anthem. The Fredericktown Lady Blackcats will be dressed in black with gold numbers, and the Donettes in their home whites with black numbers. The Fredericktown will go from right to left as you watch here in the first half, and Donettes from left to right. And both teams headed to the benches, and we are getting ready for our national anthem. Then we'll have those starters for you coming up after the national anthem. So while we're doing that, we'll take a 90-second break, and we'll be back to get the starters for you and get this game underway right here on the Current River Broadcasting.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the people of Missouri. We're for kayakers, car dealers, grocery baggers, and mail carriers. We're for teachers, preachers, students, and singers. Armed service members, you bet we're for you. We're for people who shake your hand and say hello, not because they know you, but because they don't. We're for brewmasters, stockbrokers, beauty queens, and truck drivers. And don't worry, we're still for farmers too. Whatever you do, if you're a Missourian, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
True Value. Born to be wild? Well, don't let higher fuel prices put a damper on your fun. Get to Countryside Chevrolet in Doniphan today for a more fuel-efficient vehicle and let your wild side ride. Countryside has new vehicles that get more than 30 miles per gallon. Find out about flex fuel technology and check their great lineup of program and late model pre-owned vehicles. Ripley County's largest Chevrolet dealer is Countryside Chevrolet in the Hillcrest Plaza, Doniphan. Chevrolet, an American revolution.
Welcome back, everybody. We're set for the introduction of the starting lineups here. We'll give you the Fredericktown lineup first. They're coached by Scott Davis. They will start Mallory Mathis, a senior, Lindley Recop, a freshman, Kendall Dodd, a sophomore, Kaylee Slinkard, a senior, and Evan Davis, a senior. They've got 2 or 3 pretty good-sized girls out there. So Coach Epps has changed up his lineup just a little bit. He's going to put Bailey Carson in there instead of Timber Turner to get a couple more inches of height in there. It'll be Jalen Dutt. .59 sophomore. Olivia Cruz, a 5'6 junior. And Emily Eddier, a 6-foot senior, will start for the Donettes tonight. Going for number 10, win number 10 here tonight. Trying to get things rolling. They got a game to Thursday night, and then next, I believe it's next Monday. Let me get it up here. No, next Thursday. They will be down at Neelyville in a big rematch with the Neelyville Lady Tigers. And Neelyville has lost a conference game. They lost last week to Naylor. The day before, the Donettes went down there and beat them. So that's going to be a big game coming up for seeding-wise for the OFC tournament. It's going to be Dodd jumping against Emily Eddier. And we have the 8 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to go here at Doniphan. Ball tipped into the back court, and the Donettes are going to come away with it. Eddier going to take it down, wait on her teammates, gives it back out to Olivia Cruz. Looks like a 2-3 zone by Fredericktown. Cruz dribbles left side. Bounces at the Eddier behind the three-point line. Back out front, ball tipped. Cruz running it down. Gets a screen from Dutton. Paint dribbles into the paint, gives it to Eddier. Eddier's going to take it into the paint. Passes to Carson low. Goes through her hands, but she picks it up and takes it back out in the corner. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Kaylee Slinkard of the Lady Blackcats. Donettes will inbound underneath their own basket. Jalen Dutton will trigger it in. Lob in the middle. Eddier catches, goes up for the shot. No good, but we got a foul. And that's going to be on their big girl, number 12. That's Kendall Dodd. She is the tallest player out there for them. They've got a couple other fairly good-sized girls, but actually looks like Bailey standing behind or beside number 24, Evan Davis, and she's not as tall as her, so the Donettes probably have a little bit of a height advantage. And Emily misses the first free throw. A little flat with that. That foul was on Dodd, her first, and the first team foul. Just underway here at Doniphan High School. Second one by Eddie was good. And the Donettes go on top, 1-0. Fredericktown gets it into the front court. Recop got it to head to Key. Donettes playing that tough man-to-man defense. Over to Slinkard on the right side. Bounces one time, ball knocked away from her, picked up in the corner by Dodd, and then the Donettes steal it. And Eddie are trying to throw it up the floor to Jones, knocked out of bounds by Slinkard. And it'll stay with the Donettes. They lead 1-0. Just underway here, 7:05 to go first quarter. Addie Jones gets it in the corner to Eddier. Back out to Dutton, in the lane to Carson, out to Olivia Cruz. Dribbles to the free throw line, over to Dutton. Dribbles in, puts it up about 10 feet, a little bit too hard. Eddier with the offensive rebound, puts it up and in. Emily's got the first three in the game. Donettes man-to-man defense. Pass up ahead, and Davis, Evan Davis got behind the defense, got an easy layup. Somebody didn't get back there. I don't know who's supposed to be guarding her, but they didn't get back in time. 3-2, Donettes by 1. Carson dribbles baseline, open from 15, shoots it about 16, but Olivia Cruz gets the rebound and takes it back out front. Dutton right side to Cruz. In the corner, Edier. Skip pass, Addie Jones. Fakes the three, dribbles into the paint. Bounces out to Dutton. Dutton dribbles into the paint. Over in the corner to Olivia Cruz. She's going to fire a three. It's no good. And a rebound run down in the corner by Dodd for Fredericktown. She's going to bring it up the floor. Brings it down, stops, waits on the point guard. Gives it to Slinkard. Back to Dodd. She pulls that Edier out away from the basket. Dodd gets a screen. Dribbles down into the paint. Going to put it up in the free throw line. And no good. And Carson with a rebound for the Donettes. Brings it up, passes it up the floor to Jones. Jones dribbles baseline, goes in, puts it up, no good, but Dutton's there on the other side. She missed the follow-up, and she didn't use the backboard, and they're wanting to run, and the out pass is stolen by Cruz. Gives it to Edier, fakes, goes up, shot up, and it's good. Well, it looks like they're wanting to run and get it up the floor because she was looking, they had a 2-on-1 if she got that pass high enough. Recop takes it to the other end. She stops and shoots, it's no good. Edier with the rebound for the Donettes. She outlets to Cruz. Fredericktown gets back, sets up in their zone. Cruz dribbles to the corner. Out to Dutton, steps into a three-pointer. High off the back of the rim, no good. A rebound by Slinkard for the Lady Blackcats. Spinning around in circles in the back court. Finally bounces up in the front court to Mathis. And she sets up the offense for Fredericktown. Looking for a screen. And she'll go down and put up the little runner, and they're going to call her for a travel. And we got our first substitution, number 11, Lydia Mell. Another freshman comes in for Fredericktown. She replaces Evan Davis. Donettes lead 5-2. We got 4:40 left in the first quarter. Carson right wing. Back to Cruz, left side to Dutton now. Down in the lane, Edier posting up, turns around over her left shoulder, no good. And she's going to get her own offensive rebound and put it in. And Emily Edier has 7 points. And the Donettes lead at 7-2, and they throw it away against the press. Bad pass there by Slinkard. And the Donettes get it back on the turnover. Dutton, right side, Cruz. Dribbles to the free throw line. Throws it over in the left corner to Dutton, Jones. Pass down low to Carson. A little bit too high, and it goes out of bounds from Dutton. The Donettes set up in a 2-2-1 press. Slinkard to throw it in. Gets it into Mathis in the middle of the floor, and it's stolen away by Dutton. Goes down one-on-one off the glass, missed it, ball tipped out. And we're going to have a foul on Dutton on the rebound. And that'll be the first foul on the Donettes. And they'll set right back up into that 2-2-1 with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. We played half of it. Donettes lead 7-2. Mathis, cross-court pass to Recop. Recop dribbles down. And a long jumper put up and no good. That was by Dodd. Edier with the rebound. Passes ahead to Cruz. Cruz goes down, stops, looks in the lane. Edier's there, catches, turns over her right shoulder and puts it in. 9 points for Emily Edier. Coach Davis of Fredericktown calls a timeout with 3:38 to go in the first quarter. And it's 9-2. Donettes are off to a good start. We'll take a 1-minute break and we'll be back on Kurt River Broadcasting.
You've heard it all before. We're number one. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
The phone booth is your one stop for all your cell phone needs. The phone booth now offers Total Wireless, where you can get unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigs of data for only $35 a month. Need to add more phones to your account? Not a problem. Family plans are also available. You can manage your account in person or online at tpbooth.com. Come see the phone booth next to Subway in Doniphan for all your cell phone needs.
Great start here by the Donettes. They lead 9-2 with 3:38 to go in the first quarter. Emily Edier has all 9 points for the Donettes. And during the timeout, Maddie Eddington and Timber Turner checked in for the Donettes. And they'll set up in the, looks like a 1-2-2 press this time. And Recop has the ball, knocked away, and they're going to call a foul on Edier. Coach Epps doesn't agree with the call. It looked like there was a lot of ball there. Should have been a Walker double dribble maybe. So they'll inbound in the backcourt. Pass comes into Mathis. Goes over on the right side to Dodd. Dodd guarded by Edier. Emily don't want to pick up another one. She's already got one. Passes out front to Recop, and the ball knocked away. And they're going to call it. One official, the outside official was going to call a walk. And the inside official is going to call a foul on Olivia Cruz. So the Donettes have picked up 3 quick team fouls. And Bailey Carson coming back in the game. And she's going to give Emily Edier a rest. Emily guarding awful close over there with already 1 foul. And I don't think I mentioned when they beat Naylor the other night, she fouled out and only had 1 point, and they still won the game. Inbound pass to Recop underneath, and she puts it in. Then they Recop with her first basket, makes it 9-4. Donettes lead by 5. Right side, Maddie Eddington. Back out front, Addie Jones. Jones back to Eddington on the right wing. Baseline to Carson. Carson, head of the key, Cruz. Fakes the shot, dribbles into the paint, goes down, puts it up in the left hand, a little too hard. Ball tipped out to Recop, and she has got Mathis up ahead, and Mathis goes down and lays it in. That's 2 of their baskets. They have got behind the defense for easy layups. And somebody's got to rotate back right there when that ball goes up, and nobody went back for the Donettes. Cruz, right side to Timber Turner. Back to Cruz. Steps up to the 3-point line, over in the left corner. Addie Jones bounces into Carson. It's going to be stolen by Dodd, and then it's knocked away and picked up by Recop. Passes ahead into the front court to Dodd. Dodd's going to stop and shoot a 3-pointer. It's short, and Maddie Eddington with a rebound, and she's going to be fouled. Number 10, Recop. That's her first, second team foul. Jalen Dutton and Emily Edier come back in. Addie Jones and Bailey Carson will check out. Nine to 6. Donettes lead by 3 with 2:15 left in this first quarter. Fredericktown scored 4 in a row. Dutton gives it baseline to Edier. Now back on the left wing to Cruz. Over to Eddington. Back to Cruz. Left point, back right point to Eddington. Dribbles in, puts the shot up, no good. And the rebound comes down to Dodd, and it's knocked away, but it's picked up there by Slinkard. And Slinkard throws it to Dodd, and she'll bring it up into the front court. Gives it up to Mallory Mathis. Now left wing, Dodd. Dodd rolls to the basket, and nice help defense there by Timber Turner. And she flips it up out of bounds as they were trying to, just a little give and go there is all that was. Sydney Speck coming in for the Donettes. And Maddie Eddington will check out. And Mathis inbound underneath her own basket. Goes it way out front, Dodd. Dodd spins in the lane. Edier fell backwards, and Dodd knocks down the jumper. And Fredericktown back within 1 point. They've scored 6 in a row now. Donettes need to balance that out, find some offense somewhere besides all of it being Emily Edier. And I was just talking about that on a bad pass stolen. Recop's got a run out, goes down and lays it up, and she missed it. Tried to shoot it with the right hand on the left side, and that doesn't ever work out very good unless you got a good angle. Back the other way, in the lane, Turner kicks it back out to Cruz. And her pass batted away. But Dutton's able to pick it up before it goes into the back court. Front 2 on that zone is getting a lot of hands on a lot of passes. Sydney Speck's 3-pointers and air ball. Picked up in the corner by Mathis. She heads the other way. Takes it down and puts it up and in. And Fredericktown takes a 1-point lead. And Coach Epps pacing the sideline, not too happy with his team right now. They were doing good when they got the ball inside to Edier, but Dutton dribbles down and penetrates and passes to Edier. It was a good idea, but the pass looked like to me it was way too hard. Now number 34, Shayna Russum, comes in for Dodd for Fredericktown. And we also got Addie Jones coming back in for Olivia Cruz. 32.3 seconds left in the first quarter, and Fredericktown has scored 8 in a row to take a 10-9 lead. Donettes back to the press, try to create a turnover. Slinkard throws it up to Mathis. Mathis up in the front court, gets it to Recop. Dribbles head of the key, gives it down to number 11. That is Mel. She missed it. The rebound put back up by Russell, and it's no good. And Eddier's going to be tied up on the rebound. And they say the arrow favors Fredericktown, so they'll inbound it with 16 seconds to go. Maddie Eddington coming back in for the Donettes. Eddier will go back to the bench, so hopefully she won't pick up another foul over sitting over there on the bench. And bounce pass. Bounce underneath, and oh, what a nice play there by number 10, Recop. The ball knocked away, but she got it back. And the Donettes down by 3 now. And only down 8 seconds down left in the first quarter. Addie Jones dribbles the free throw line, got to shoot it. Speck gets it off. Nope, they don't say it's not any good. It went in a little too late. And the Donettes, after leading 9-2, get outscored 10-0 to end the quarter, and they trail it 12-9 as we end the first quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute. Stay with us here on Current River Broadcasting for more Donettes basketball.
Hometown Pharmacy on LaRue Street in Doniphan, your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists are now providing vaccinations for flu, pneumonia, and shingles in the pharmacy. Flu shots are covered by Medicare with no co-payment and no appointment is necessary. Hometown Pharmacy now offers a wide variety of vitamins and supplements from Now Foods that help support and promote optimal health through good nutrition. Refills can be requested online or by using our mobile app. We now offer delivery of your prescription if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy. Come by or give us a call and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Hometown Pharmacy, proudly supporting the Dons and Donettes this season. Come experience the difference a Hometown Pharmacy makes.
You ready? All right, Donettes got outscored 10-0 to end that quarter, and they bring the starters back in to start the second quarter, looking to get back on track. Dutton with a nice crossover dribble, but she missed the shot. Gets her own rebound, throws it out to Cruz. She dribbles into the paint, straight on with a layup, and it's good. Olivia Cruz, the first one to score for the Donettes besides Emily Eddier, and it's 12-11. And bounce pass comes into another sub, Kylie Maddox. And she gives it to Dodd, and then Dodd hands it back behind her to the Slinker. Slinker brings it into the front court and hands it to Dodd. Big girl way out away from the basket. Reverses her dribble. Backs her way in, turnaround jumper, tough shot, no good. And Jalen Dutton with a rebound. And they're gonna call a jump ball. Dutton, about the time she yanked it away, they blew the whistle and called a jump. Mallory Mathis back in for Fredericktown. And she will toss it in underneath the right side of Fredericktown's basket. Lobs it in, tipped back out in the corner, Mathis, and her three-pointer's good. And it's 15-11. And we've got 7 minutes left in the first half. Dutton dribbles elbow over to Addie Jones. She steps into a three, it's no good. Emily Eddier battling for the rebound, gets it. She's wide open, shot it too hard. Ball tipped around, tipped out to Cruz. Cruz is going to put it up, and it's no good. And Eddier had it and lost it, and Slinkard picks it up. Throws it up the floor to Davis, and Davis will hand it to Dodd. And they let that big girl do a whole lot of ball handling out front out here. Gives it over to Mathis. Mathis guarded by Addie Jones. Jones dribbles a couple times. Mathis dribbles a couple times. They give it to Dodd at the free throw line. Out to Mathis. Now cross court it goes to Maddox. Out in the corner, Davis. Three-pointer put up off the back of the rim. No good by Dodd. And we're going to have an over-the-back foul called on Fredericktown. That'll be their third team foul. Going to be on Maddox. Both teams with 3 team fouls and nobody with more than 1 foul. Timber Turner comes back in for Bailey Carson. 6:12 to go in the first half. It's 15-11. The Lady Blackcats on top. Olivia Cruz dribbles over to the left side. Baseline to Edier. Back to Cruz. Cruz gets a screen from Dutton. Dribbles into the paint. Wide open underneath is Edier, and she lays it in. Beautiful play by the Donettes. 15-13. Slinkard gives it to Mathis, and she dribbles in and out of traffic. Going to take it down. Goes on to the baseline. Fall away jumper's good. Boy, they're going to have to get on her. She's got 9 points now. And they easily get that 2 points back that the Donettes worked hard for at the other end. She was covered up, too. Edier gives the ball to Dutton. Dutton, right side to Cruz. Baseline to Jones. And she tries to bounce it in the lane to Edier, and it will be deflected out of bounds by Evan Davis. Russell coming back in for Fredericktown for Davis. The Donettes ball under the right side of their basket. And bounce pass comes into Addie Jones. Into the key to Cruz, dribbles in, going to put it up about 8 feet. No good, ball tipped out, picked up by Addie Jones. Jones dribbles into the paint, kicks it out to Cruz, cross court to Dutton. Bounces down low to Turner. Turner underneath and throws it almost out of bounds. Nice save by Addie Jones. And they'll bring it back out front and reset. 17-13 Fredericktown. Cruz dribbles up to the head of the key, gives it to Turner. Gets it back to Cruz. Left side Dutton. And her pass in the corner to Jones. Batted out of bounds again. And Davis and Recop come back in for Fredericktown. Coach Davis for running these players in and out. I said a little bit earlier, it looked like they wanted a fast break when they could, and I think they do. Jalen Dutton open for 3, and it's good. 17-16. Mathis dribbles through the press again. She's going to shoot it. And the shot up no good, and a blocking foul on Dutton. And boy, I tell you what, Coach Epps not happy. You normally don't see that done against the Donettes press. You should not be able to dribble through a zone press. That foul was on Jalen Dutton, her second. And Mathis will shoot the first free throws of the game for Fredericktown. And she makes the first one. And she's already got 10 points for the Lady Blackcats. Next one up, and it's no good. And an offensive rebound by Russell out to Mathis. 3-pointer up. Didn't get a good handle on it, and it's going to be run down in the corner by Edier. And we're going to have a foul as she passes it over to Dutton. It's going to be on Recop. And that's her second. Bailey Carson back in for the Donettes, and Timber Turner will check out. Donettes trail by 2, 18-16 with 4:23 left in the first half. That is a real aggressive 2-3 zone, especially the 2 on the front of that zone for Fredericktown. Dutton dribbles over to the right side, gives it in the corner to Jones. Jones throws it back out front to Cruz. Underneath Edier, nice catch, and she lays it in. It almost didn't have enough on it to get there, but Emily reached out with her hands and grabbed it and snatched it away. And got it up, she's got 13 points now. Recop dribbles over to the right side. Addie Jones trying to deny the ball to Mathis. In the corner goes to Davis. Davis back to Recop. Addie Jones all over Mathis. Well, she finally does get it now. Gets a screen, dribbles down into the paint, shot up, man, we're going to have another foul. Donettes working hard on defense there. I tell you what, they're going to work her to death, though. They've done that when they played Neelyville to Bailey Magruder. I remember that. Kendall Dodd coming back in. That's the second foul on Emily Edier, so that's not good news. Lob in, kicked out in the corner. Mathis again, the same shot that worked a while ago, but it didn't this time. Edier with the rebound. That worked once. The Donettes didn't defend it very good. They should have known. 3:20 to go in the first half. It's 18-18. Lob underneath, too high for Edier. Intercepted by Slinkard. Emily's been the whole offense, and they're trying a little too hard to get it in there to her now. Mathis in the right corner, dribbles baseline, and she stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Eddington coming in, also Allison Skaggs, a freshman. Skaggs a 6-footer, and Edier and Cruz will check out. And we'll see where the Donettes go for their offense now. Somebody's going to have to step it up here with Edier on the bench with 2 fouls. Donettes can stay close here, even or close. I don't think she might not play anymore the first half. Carson with a nice drive, puts it up, no good there. Well, it looked like she got hammered on that shot. Man. Rebounded by Dodd, and she gives it to Slinkard. Slinkard will bring it up. Gives it to Mathis, ball knocked away, stolen by Addie Jones, and Bailey Carson's wide open. But she didn't see her in time. Nice steal by Addie Jones, though. She is all over Mathis. Dutton over to Eddington. Back to Dutton at the head of the key. Dribbles to the right side. Jalen Dutton having a hard time keeping the hair out of her face. Over to Eddington, baseline to Jones. Wide open 3, it's good. Donettes go back up 21-18, and timeout called by Fredericktown with 2:07 to go in the first half. Donettes reclaim the lead, 21-18. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for road trips. We're for covering as much ground as possible on 2, 4, or 18 wheels. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, pickup trucks, and dump trucks. We're for displaying Missouri plates like Medals of Pride. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck behind a tractor on a 2-lane highway. And if you're a Missouri driver, we have an auto policy for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Three-pointer by Addie Jones has given the Donettes the lead back, 21-18 over the Fredericktown Lady Blackcats. We got 2:07 left in the first half. Donettes come out of the timeout with Addie Jones, Jalen Dutton, Allison Skaggs, Maddie Eddington, and Bailey Carson. And they will have Davis, Recop, Maddox, Mathis, who has done most of the damage, and Dodd. Recop with the basketball. Guarded by Dutton. Gives it to Davis, head of the key. Looking for the cutter. Throws it in the lane, and we're going to have a foul on Allison Skaggs as she reached over the top trying to knock the ball away. And that'll be team foul number 6. So if the Donettes foul anymore, Fredericktown will be in the bonus. Mathis will throw it in. Gets it in wide open as Recop. She missed the shot. Ball tipped around, and Eddington gets the rebound, and we're going to have a foul over the back on Recop trying to get her own missed shot. And I have that for 3 on her. And she goes to the bench, and Kaylee Slinkard comes back in. A good job by Maddie Eddington blocking out there. That's only the 15th foul on Fredericktown. Donettes with the ball in a 3-point lead. Dutton gives it right side to Eddington. Cross court to Addie Jones. Has to go high to get it. Back out to Dutton. Dribbles to the head of the key. Gives it right side to Eddington. Skaggs at the free throw line. Takes it down. Goes in for the shot off the glass, and it's good. Allison Skaggs with her first basket. I tell you what, the Donettes got some promising young kids, I'm telling you, for the future. Pass to Dodd, free throw line, turnaround jumper short. Offensive rebound by Davis, and Dutton strips it away, but it's going to be saved by Slinkard. Slinkard dribbles baseline, and almost lost it, and she double dribbled. They're going to say she bounced it on the line first. That would have been a double dribble anyway. Good defense by Bailey Carson to keep from fouling down there on that baseline. 1:03 left in the first half. Donettes lead 23-18. Dutton out front, bounces it to Carson on the right wing. Back to Dutton, left side to Eddington. Eddington pass cross court, ball batted away by Dodd, and going to go out of bounds before she can get to it. A little bit of a lazy pass there. Kimber Turner back in for the Donettes. she's going to replace Carson. It'll be Donettes' ball right by the scorer's table in the front court. 45.8 seconds to go in the first half. Dutton dribbles to the left side. Waddy open, comes back right side to Eddington. Nice drive, goes in, puts it up, it's good. And they're going to count it, and she's fouled. Good job by Maddie Eddington. She got the bucket, and she'll shoot a free throw. And that foul is on number 24, Evan Davis. Her first personal. And a chance to go up by 8 if Maddie Eddington can hit this free throw. It's up and it's good. And Jalen Dutton checks out, and Olivia Cruz comes back in for this last 38 seconds of the first half. So the Donettes were down on a 10-0 run to Fredericktown there for a while, but they've come back and taken an 8-point lead. Mathis around the screen, her jumper's short. I'm telling you what, folks, she's going to be wore out before the game's over. Pass way ahead, and Addie Jones with a nice save. Gives it to Eddington, and she missed the layup. Skaggs gets it. She missed it. And Timber Turner battling for it, and it's going to be out of bounds off the Donettes. Great hustle there by the Donettes. They just couldn't get it to go in. But what I started to say, Mathis, they're going to wear her out with different people guarding her. Addie Jones has done it most of the first half here, and she's done a good job, especially in the last couple of minutes. And usually when you start getting tired, your shots are short. Dodd gets it around the screen. She's open. Her jumper no good. Good help defense and a jump ball on the rebound. Now it's going to be Donettes' ball. I kind of hate that. They've only got 2.5 seconds left. That means Fredericktown will get it at the quarter. Somebody get open up here. Shoot it, Addie. He throws it up from half court. And that'll be the buzzer, but that was a good quarter for the Donettes as they outscore Fredericktown, let's see, 17-6 in that quarter. And they lead at 26-18 here at halftime after being down 12-9 at the start of that quarter. So good second quarter for the Donettes. Come back, take the lead, 26-18 over the Fredericktown Lady Blackcats here at Doniphan. We'll take a couple-minute break, and we'll be back to give you the first half scoring, and we'll have more of our halftime show coming your way right here after this 2-minute break.
If you're shopping for a new car, truck, or SUV, you need to make a stop at Countryside Chevrolet on Highway 160 in Doniphan. Countryside has one of the largest Chevrolet selections in the area, plus plenty of pre-owned vehicles that go through a 117-point inspection before they're warranted for 12 months or 12,000 miles. The goal at Countryside is to provide you the best deal on your next car, truck, or SUV. See them online at CountrysideChevrolet.com or call 1-800-63-CHEVY. Chevrolet, an American revolution.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
You've heard it all before. We're number one. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
The phone booth is your one stop for all your cell phone needs. The phone booth now offers Total Wireless, where you can get unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigs of data for only $35 a month. Need to add more phones to your account? Not a problem. Family plans are also available. You can manage your account in person or online at tpbooth.com. Come see the phone booth next to Subway in Doniphan for all your cell phone needs.
welcome back, everybody. Keith Bowman back at the Bill L. Wright Gymnasium in Doniphan. We're at halftime, and the Doniphan Donettes lead the Fredericktown Lady Blackcats 26-18. Big second quarter by the Donettes, and pretty good defense by the Donettes as well. They were down 12-9 going into that quarter, but they outscored Fredericktown 17-6, and they got an 8-point lead here at halftime, 26-18. We'll look at the scoring first of all for Fredericktown. Their leading scorer is Mallory Mathis. She has 10 points, and looked like she was getting a little bit tired there towards the end of that second quarter. She missed a couple of shots short, and that's usually the telltale sign of somebody getting tired when your shots start coming up short. So we'll see what happens. She'll get a little rest here at halftime. She's got 10. Lindley Recop has 4, Kendall Dodd 2, and Evan Davis 2. And that's all they're scoring. Recop has 3 fouls, and they don't have anybody else with any more than 1. They were 0 for 2 from the free throw line. For the Donettes, a big first quarter by Emily Ettier, as she had, I believe she had 9 in the first quarter, maybe 11. She finishes the first half with 13. She picked up her second foul and didn't play the last about 2.5, 3 minutes of the second quarter, so she should be fresh to go here in the third quarter. But she has 13, and then it drops all the way down to Jalen Dutton and Addie Jones both hit a three-pointer apiece, and they have 3. Maddie Eddington had an old-fashioned three-point play for 3. Olivia Cruz 2, and Allison Skaggs 2. So the Donettes had 6 players score, where Fredericktown only had 4. And the Donettes were 2 of 3 from the free throw line in the first half. And Eddington has 2 fouls, and also Jalen Dutton playing with 2 fouls. Donettes won the JV game 52-16. The varsity Donettes going for their 10th win here tonight, and they can get it if they hang on here in the second half. They will play again on Thursday night here at home. We're right back here on YouTube against the Koshkonong Lady Blue Jays, and then they'll be off until next Monday when they travel to Alton, play the Alton Lady Comets. They also play Neelyville next week on Thursday at Neelyville. So that's the big one looking forward to, but you want to win these 3 games before that. And that would possibly give them a, 10, 11, 12-4 record going into the Neelyville game if they can win all 3 of those. And our next boys game will be Friday night right here at Bill L. Wright as well. And it's going to be homecoming against their Ripley County rivals, the Naylor Eagles. So I'm going to take a break, and we'll get back with you when there's about 1 minute left on the clock before we start the second half. But at halftime, it's 26-18, the Donettes on top of the Fredericktown Lady Blackcats. We'll see you in about 4 minutes. right, welcome back, everybody. We are getting ready for the second half here. The Donettes lead 26-18 over the Fredericktown Lady Blackcats. And it looks like it's going to be Fredericktown's ball to start this third quarter. And hopefully Donettes can have another quarter like they had there and widen out this lead just a little bit. They held Fredericktown to 6 points in that quarter. And I'll say it again, I think Mallory Mathis, their main scorer so far, I'm not sure she is on the year because I have not seen them play, but in that first half she had 10 of their 18 points. But at the end of that half, her shots were starting to come up short. Maybe she'll be a little rejuvenated there with the little break at half, but we'll see what happens here, and I'm sure Addie Jones is going to get right on her as we start this third quarter. It's going to be Dutton and Cruz, Jones, Turner, and Edier. And we'll see who Coach Scott Davis sends out for the Lady Blackcats. Going to be Slinkard, Mathis, Recop, Davis, and Dodd. They're starting five. And it will be Slinkard to throw it inbounds. Gets it into Recop. Recop playing with 3 fouls. Guarded by Dutton. Dutton gets a hand on it, but Recop picks it back up. Gives it to Slinkard out in the center court circle. Goes right side. Gives it to Dodd. And it's thrown away right through the hands of number 24, Evan Davis. Actually, it was a little bit of a high pass, but it looked like to me she should have been able to come down with it. But the turnover will give it to the Donettes. Got a chance to go up 10, maybe 11. Fredericktown stays in the 2-3 zone. Dutton gives it to Jones and then cuts through the lane. Dutton dribbles in, kicks it out to Cruz, steps into a 3, no good. And Dodd with the rebound, and I think she got away with a walk. These guys in the JV game, I thought they missed a whole lot of walks. And I'm not even sure they've even called a walk in either game so far. Slinkard with it at the head of the key. Going to put it on the floor. Nice drive to the basket, but she missed the layup. She was wide open, and Edier got the rebound. The Donettes catch a break on that one. Dutton gives it to Jones on the left wing. And in the corner to Dutton, and the ball knocked away from her. And they're going to say it was last touch that goes out of bounds by Slinkard. Well, they've run that play twice, once on each side, and Slinkard read that one. So going to have to. That's a new play that they didn't run in the first half. So Cruz in the lane, Edier posting up, turns, shoots, and scores. And she got very deep position in. Actually, she was almost too far under the basket. That is 15 points for Edier, and it's 28-18. The Donettes back up by 10. They had an early 9-2 lead, so this is their biggest lead. Pass to Evans, Davis, and she tries to hit Recop, and it's intercepted by Jalen Dutton. Dutton brings it up the floor, stops on the left wing, gives it head of the key to Cruz. Right side, Addie Jones fakes the three-pointer. Cross-court pass, a lazy one, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds, I think, by Slinkard. And Coach Epps doesn't like that pass. If you're going to throw that cross-court pass, you got to get some zip on it. And we have Davis checking out. And who'd they bring in? Russell. And again, Cruz with a nice drive. Shot it too hard off the glass. She should have given that one to Edier. Edier had to post up again. Mathis takes it down. Her layup up. She missed the layup. Cruz with the rebound. Comes up the right side. Dribbles all the way to the baseline. Edier posting up. She's open. And they take it away from Cruz. Mathis with it. She passes it up to Slinkard. Slinkard gives it right back to Mathis. 28-18. We got 5:45 left in the third quarter. Mathis dribbles to the baseline. Underneath. Slinkard backs her way in, puts it up. It won't go. Well, they've missed 3 pretty easy ones here in this quarter. That 10-point lead could easily be 4. Dutton out in the corner to Jones. Jones cross court to Cruz. Down to Turner. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. A little bit late with the pass there. Maddie Eddington up off the bench for the Donettes. He's going to replace Olivia Cruz. Addie Jones will inbound underneath her own basket. And we also have Lydia Mell coming in, replacing Slinkard for the Lady Blackcats. Jones inbounds to Edier. Out to Dutton. Dutton puts it on the floor, bounces it in the corner to Jones. Jones passes, batted away. And Dutton there to get it back. Takes it down, shot off the glass and good. And Jalen Dutton there bailed the Donettes out on that one because Jones made another. She likes to pass that ball with her left hand. She's right-handed. And it's a kind of a one-hand push pass, and she doesn't get a lot on them, and a lot of times they get their hands on it. That's what happened. And Edier with a steal, and she's got a run out. Shame she can't dunk. She lays it in. That's 17 for Edier, and the Donettes up by 14 with 4:50 to go. They've scored the only 4 points this quarter, or excuse me, 6 points, and have extended an 8-point lead to 14 with 4:50 left third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute. Don't leave us.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the Missouri way of life. We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. For starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for building a life in Missouri and then going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you've built is protected, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
True Value.
Now the run to start this third quarter. We've played 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and Fredericktown missed about 3 easy shots right under the basket that would have cut the lead to 4 at the time, but since then the Donettes have run off 4 points in a row. And Fredericktown will have the ball down by 14 here at Doniphan in the third quarter. Mathis still guarded by Addie Jones. Mathis hadn't scored here this quarter. Matter of fact, she's not attempted a shot yet. So Addie Jones doing a good job on her. Slinkard guarded closely by Dutton out near midcourt. Finally gets a screen from Russin. Pick and roll. Russin gets it back, throws it way back out front to Slinkard. Slinkard dribbles to the baseline. And her pass is intercepted by Jones. Trying to get it to Mathis. Pass ahead to Dutton. Dutton crossover dribble. Stops in the corner. Her pass is batted. It's picked up by Turner. Jones bounces right side. Dutton thought about the three, didn't take it. Now Jones will at the head of the key, and it's good. Addie Jones with her second of the game. And it's 35 to 18 as the Donettes continue to extend this lead. We're halfway through the third quarter. Mathis working hard out front. Jones making her work hard. And she's going to force up a shot way off. And a rebound by Maddie Eddington. Eddington's going to stop right before she gets to midcourt. Gives it to Timber Turner. Now over to Addie Jones. She'll take it back out front to Dutton. Donettes have run off 9 points in a row in this quarter and have held Fredericktown scoreless. And Turner's pass is tipped, and again, they're telegraphing that pass. Pass ahead. Mathis, one-on-one. Stop, puts it up and in with the left hand. Can't throw that ball, just throw it right through them, and that's basically what she was trying to do. They've done that too many times tonight. Dutton dribbles into the paint, and her little runner's short. It's going to go out of bounds, and they said Turner touched it last. Bailey Carson coming back in for the Donettes, and Sydney Speck as well. And we have Maddox, Davis, and we got one more. Who is it? They've only got 4 players on the floor, I think. Nope, I'm sorry. Recop's out there as well. And we're going to have a foul on number 10, Recop, pushing off, trying to get the ball in bounds. And that's going to be number 4 on her. And that'll give the ball to the Donettes. And Jalen Dutton will throw it in. Brooklyn Klepsick also checked in. Ball tipped again, but it goes right to Klepsick. Over on the baseline to Carson. Backs it out. Now she dribbles into the paint. Nice move and lays it up and in. Little reverse layup by Bailey Carson. Like to see her get aggressive on the offensive end. Recop takes it down. Cut off there by Carson. Pass back out. Slinkard. And Sydney Speck, almost got a steal. She dives to the floor and gets helped up. They rush over, all her teammates rush over to help her. Good hustle there by Sydney Speck. Olivia Cruz coming back in for the Donettes. And she's going to give Jalen Dutton a rest. Coach Epps is pleased with his defense here for the most part in this third quarter. They've only scored 2 points. We got 2:51 to go. Slinkard inbounds it to Recott. She's playing with 4 fouls. Guarded by Brooklyn Klepsik, the freshman. Gives it to Slinkard on the left wing. Now ahead of the key. Dodd is going to set for a three-pointer. No good. And Edier gets the rebound. Edier's going to bring it into the front court, and she kept her hand on top of it. Shot in the corner by Klepsik is good. And I think they gave her a 2. Mathis back the other way. He's going to take it all the way down. She cut off on the baseline. Gives it to Recop. Her jumper up. It's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. And I think Klepsik's shot was a 2-pointer because I think they had 37. Brad, was that a 2? Was that a 3? And Klepsik hit a 3 in the lane. Carson drops it off underneath the Edier. A nice try there, but the ball batted out of bounds. A little high-low, high post, low post there. And they said that was a 3-pointer by Klepsik, but I thought they had 37 points. And they got 39 on the board. We'll figure it out later. Klepsik left wing, cross-court pass. Beck has to go high to get it. She's double-teamed, gets around it, and a reach-in foul from behind. It's going to be on Slinkard. They give her 2. Okay. Brad Eddington told me they only gave her 2 on it, so I thought that they did. Well, that foul will be on Slinkard. That is her first foul. Olivia Cruz in the corner to Speck. Speck takes it into the paint, tries to bounce it underneath, and it's stolen away. And Mathis has got a run-out layup, and she made that one. Nobody back on defense there. I don't know where the point guard went to on that play, but 39-22, still a 17-point lead. Speck, right wing, back to Cruz. Now to Carson in the corner. Klepsik stepped behind the 3, no good. And a rebound, a tie ball. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Edier, I think. Oh my gosh. Well, as you can tell, I don't agree with that. That should have been a tie ball. Edier's third foul. She's going to check out. Let's see, we got Mel checking back in for Recop for Fredericktown. And Allison Skaggs came in for the Donettes, replacing Edier. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Mathis is guarded by Cruz now. She gets around the screen, stops and pops, and it's good. And Brooklyn Klepsik didn't get there on the help quite fast enough. You got to make her stop a little quicker than that. 39-24, lead back to 15, and they throw it away again. Beck trying to force it into Skaggs, and she's going to check out. And we're going to have Addie Jones and Jalen Dutton checking back in for the Donettes. That was a tie ball, and arrow favored the Donettes. Maddie Eddington also coming in. Klepsik, Speck, and Skaggs check out. And Addie Jones will throw it in. Russell also coming in. Comes in for Dodd for the Lady Blackcats. Jones to inbound it. Throws it way out front to Olivia Cruz. She's open for a 3. It's a little bit long, but Addie Jones gets the offensive rebound. Takes it back out to the wing and throws it back out front. Cruz dribbles to the free throw line, and there's going to be a foul on number 14, Slinkard. That is 3 team fouls on Fredericktown. Jalen Dutton will trigger it in. Out front, Cruz puts it on the floor, gives it to Maddie Eddington. In the lane, Carson. Back out front to Jones. She's going to fire up a 3, and it's good. That's Addie's third 3 of the game. Well, I'll tell you what, you get her hitting 3s, that's going to help out immensely, as really the Donettes have not been able to hit a lot of 3-pointers this year. If they get that going with their inside game with Edier, Jalen Dutton flashes out to help. Now free throw line jumper by Slinkard. It's no good. Bailey Carson with a rebound. Carson's going to bring it up. Stops head of the key and throws it away. A little bit too big a hurry. Donettes could have went for the last shot. 14.8 seconds to go in the quarter. Donettes have scored 16 this quarter, and they have scored 6, so almost a duplicate of the second quarter. Slinkard with 6, way out at the volleyball line. Gives it over to Slinkard. Slinkard throws it up towards the basket, but nowhere close. And another good quarter for the Donettes as they have extended the lead to 18. They lead at 42-24 over the Fredericktown Lady Blackcats, heading to quarter number 4. We'll be back in 1 minute. Don't leave us.
Born to be wild? Well, don't let higher fuel prices put a damper on your fun. Get to Countryside Chevrolet in Doniphan today for a more fuel-efficient vehicle and let your wild side ride. Countryside has new vehicles that get more than 30 miles per gallon. Find out about flex fuel technology and check their great lineup of program and late model pre-owned vehicles. Ripley County's largest Chevrolet dealer is Countryside Chevrolet in the Hillcrest Plaza, Doniphan. Chevrolet, an American revolution.
The phone booth is your one stop for all your cell phone needs. The phone booth now offers Total Wireless, where you can get unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigs of data for only $35 a month. Need to add more phones to your account? Not a problem. Family plans are also available. You can manage your account in person or online at tpbooth.com. Come see the phone booth next to Subway in Doniphan for all your cell phone needs.
Teams back out on the floor for the start of the fourth quarter. The Donettes have upped that lead to 18, 42-24 over Fredericktown. It's going to be Fredericktown's basketball. Dodd will throw it in. They have Mathis, Recop, Russum, and Davis on the floor. Recop hands the ball to Dodd. Again, they've had that girl. She's probably 6'1 or 6'2, every bit of it. Throws it to the baseline right through Recop's hands, out of bounds. And it'll give it back to the Donettes. The Donettes have Olivia Cruz, Jalen Dutton, Addie Jones, Timber Turner, and Emily Edier. Edier with 17 points to lead the Donettes. Addie Jones has hit 3 3-pointers. She's got 9. And it is good to see her making some 3-pointers. Dutton gives it right side to Cruz. Now to Jones. Edier posting up. Double team now. She's double teamed and the ball's batted, but it goes over to Cruz. Cross court to Dutton. Dutton into the paint. Her little floater's a little too hard. Offensive rebound underneath by Jones, but she can't hang on to it. And it goes out of bounds. We're just underway in the fourth quarter, 7:21 to go. Donettes are looking for win number 10 on the season. They go to 10-4 if they hang on here tonight. Mathis picks up her dribble, gives it to Russum on the left wing. Russum looking inside. She'll take it back out front to Davis. Davis at the volleyball line. Picks up her dribble. Over to right side to Dodd. Dodd guarded by Edier. Goes to the baseline. Turner on a nice switch. Good passer to Russum. Didn't think she was expecting. She got the shot up, but it wouldn't fall. And Timber Turner with a rebound for the Donettes. Olivia Cruz, left side to Dutton. Nice pass, Edier puts it up off the glass, it won't go. Addie Jones rebounds, she missed it. And Olivia Cruz gets the offensive rebound. Into Edier, shot off the glass too hard. Another offensive rebound by Turner, and she is fouled by Kendall Dodd, and that is great work on the offensive boards by the Donettes. That was their 5th shot, and the 4th offensive rebound they got on that trip. And Timber Turner will go to the free throw line. Folks, we have only had 5 free throws before this attempted in the whole game, 3 by the Donettes and 2 by Fredericktown. And Turner shooting the first one, and it's good. And that is Timber's first point of the game as Mel and Slinkard check back in for Russum and Davis. That is for the Lady Blackcats. Turner's second one is short, and the ball's going to go out of bounds, I think, off of Dodd. And it did. And the Donettes looking to go up by 20 or more here as they lead at 43-24 with 6:32 to go in the game. Well, after halftime, they've just kind of really halfway through the second quarter, they've just dominated the game. Edier with the low block catch, turns, missed it. Ball tipped back to her by Turner, puts it up again, missed it. And Dodd with the rebound. Again, they got a couple of cracks at it, another offensive rebound. Dodd reverses her dribble into the paint, throws it out, and that should have been a double dribble. Shot put up, and it's going to go in by Slinkard. That ball went to the floor when it hit her hand, and that's supposed to count as a dribble, but they didn't call it. Dutton against the press, gets it to Cruz in the middle of the floor to Edier out in the corner. Addie Jones, three-pointer, oh, no good. Timber Turner with another offensive rebound, but can't control it. And it's 43-26. And Fredericktown will have the basketball. Addie was looking for her fourth three-pointer of the night there. Mathis, who has really not done much in the second half, and Addie Jones is going to tie her up. And it'll be Donettes' ball. Good defense by Jones. She has really frustrated Mallory Mathis here in this, really the whole ball game. She got off to a good start. She does have 16 points, but those have been hard to come by. Dutton, right side to Cruz. Skip past Jones, open another three. This one is short, and the ball is going to go out of bounds, and it was good play there by Kendall Dodd as she throw it off of Emily Edier, and it will be Fredericktown's ball. Well, the Donettes have kind of come to a standstill here in the fourth quarter. A lot of times when you get a big lead, that happens, but they need to learn how to extend those leads. Jumper by Dodd is no good. Going to go out of bounds off of Fredericktown. Dodd probably like to have that one back. She kind of short-armed that. She was probably way more open than what she thought she was going to be. Dutton against the press. Gives it to Cruz. Cruz lobs up in the corner to Jones. Her pass batted away. Gets it right back to her, and she's open from about 4 feet and missed it. And a rebound out to Mathis, and she throws it ahead to Recop. Back to Mathis. Ball tipped. Nice catch there. She lays it in. And Fredericktown playing hard. They've got it down to 15. Donettes need to get back on a roll on offense here. Turner is wide open, but they get it to Edier, and she lays it in. Turner was open first, but Edier ended up being wide open too. Donettes should be able to get some wide open shots against that press as Fredericktown's having to scramble to try to get the ball back now. 45-28. Pick and roll. Dodd at the free throw line. Stepped back, her shot long. Addie Jones with the rebound. She gets knocked down, gives it to Timber Turner. Cruz takes it to the other end. Over to Edier. Edier bounces one time, back out to Dutton. And the Donettes will set it up with 4:05 left in the fourth quarter. Bounces right side to Cruz. Back to Dutton between the circles. Now left side to Jones. Back out to Dutton. I like it better when they throw that ball back out to the point guard instead of going across court. Edier with the drive, missed it. And a rebound to Dodd for Lady Blackcats. She'll give it up to Slinkard. We're under 3:40 to go now in the ball game. Donettes up by 17. Pick and roll again. Dodd open again at the head of the key, missed it. Recop gets the offensive rebound, and we're going to have a travel on Recop. Maddie Eddington and Bailey Carson coming back in. And Edier and Turner will go out. Brooklyn Klepsick also coming back in. And she'll replace Olivia Cruz. So the Donettes have Addie Jones, Maddie Eddington, Bailey Carson, Brooklyn Klepsick, and Jalen Dutton on the floor. 2-2-1 full court press by Fredericktown. They've got to get the ball back in a hurry, down by 17 with 3.5 minutes to go. Klepsick gets around the defense. Takes it into the lane. Their little runner's blocked, and that was a freshman shot there. That wasn't a good shot, but it's going to go out of bounds off of Fredericktown. They couldn't handle a rebound. She had somebody, I don't know who it was, wide open out in the corner. Inbounds pass Carson underneath the basket. She's going to throw it back out to Jones, and we're going to get a 3-second call on Carson, and she never did get out of the lane. If she caught that pass, if she would have handled it cleanly, she wouldn't have been too far into the basket. The Donettes have only scored 3 points this quarter, but they've only given up 4, so there hadn't been much of a gain on their lead. Lobbed underneath and help side defense from Eddington. And Dodd still got the ball, got the shot up somehow, but couldn't make it. And the Donettes head to the other end. Addie Jones, left wing, bounces back to Dutton as we are under 3 minutes to go now. 2:50 left in the ballgame. Donettes up 45-28. Dutton gets around to the front of the defense. Nice pass to Carson, and she missed the layup. Great play there by Bailey Carson. Boy, I'm having trouble tonight. That was Jalen Dutton. Now we got Allison Skaggs checking in. Recop comes out for Fredericktown. Cindy Speck in for Addie Jones. It'll be Donette's ball as they throw it away, trying to throw an outlet pass up to midcourt. Sydney Speck comes back and receives the pass. Gonna dribble into the paint, over to Klepsik, wide open from 16 feet. It's short. And Dodd with the rebound. Passes it ahead, she threw it too far, and Dutton, a little speedster there to pick it up for the Donettes. Dutton got a path to the basket, goes in, her floater no good. She gets her own rebound. And she's a little water bug. She reminds me of her brother, Jared, who played for the Donettes. In the lane, Skaggs, and she can't handle the pass. And Mathis comes out with it. Throws it ahead, and then Brooklyn Klepsik's going to steal it back. And Dodd got away with a foul there, but they're going to give the ball to the Donettes. And she's going to check out. Shayna Russum comes back in, Recop back in, and Slinkard back in. Exactly 2 minutes left, so the Donettes going to get that 10th win of the season. They'll go to 10-4. And they'll play again on Thursday night. The referee asking Kylie Maddox if she's all right. She's looking at him like, are you talking to me? Jalen Dutton's three-pointer's way long. And the rebound is by Mel. And Maddox will bring it up with 1:40 to go. Slinkard, she's open for a three, and it's good. 45-31. Minute and a half left in the ballgame. Dutton passes left side. Klepsik trying to answer back, and she does. Brooklyn Klepsik has 5 points in the game now. Back to a 17-point lead with 1:20 to go. That girl can shoot the basketball if she's got time. The Recop, double teamed, and Dutton comes over to help. And they're going to whistle it for a foul. And she's going to check out, get a good hand from Coach Epps. Timber Turner comes in. 1:12 left in the ballgame. And bounce pass comes to Mathis. Mathis back on the right side. It goes to Slinkard. And a nice pass into Recop, and her shot's up too hard. Offensive rebound on the other side. And another shot put up by Recop, missed it. Russum got the rebound, she missed it. It tipped back out to Mathis. Mathis goes to the baseline. Throw in the middle, nice catch by Russum, and then she lost it. And we're gonna have a tie ball. And the arrow is pointing Fredericktown's way. 45.5 seconds left in the ball game. When the game buzzer sounds, we'll give you the scoring and wrap things up so our Current River broadcasting crew can get all their stuff put up. The Slinkard trying to get it in bounds, finally does. Almost stepped out of bounds. Recop turns shoes and hits the side of the backboard. And Klepsik comes up the floor. Dribbles down, nice pass to Eddington, and Eddington lays it in. Good pass there from Brooklyn Klepsik to Maddie Eddington, and Eddington's got 5. Both defenders come over on Klepsik, and that left Eddington wide open, and Eddington feathered out to the right side, just what she should have done. 50-31. Number 25, Madison Bowman, is in the game, and she travels with it. This is her first action. And the Donettes have it with 14.6 seconds to go. And Eddington passes it to Klepsik, and the Donettes are going to run it out here. So they're going to win the game 50-31. And Eddington's going to take it down and score. They're going to come out and guard you. She's going to take it at you. And she finishes with 7. And the Donettes win it 52-31 over the Fredericktown Lady Blackcats here tonight. Okay, scoring for Fredericktown. 18 points for Mallory Mathis. 4 for Lindley Recop. 2 for Kendall Dodd. 5 for Kaylee Slinkard. And 2 points for Evan Davis. And they did not shoot any more free throws in the second half. They were 0 for 2 for the game. For free throws, the Donettes were 3 of 5 for the game. And scoring for the Donettes, Jalen Dutton with 5, Addie Jones 9, 1 point for Timber Turner, 2 for Bailey Carson, 2 for Olivia Cruz, 7 for Maddie Eddington. And Emily Eddier, the leading scorer tonight, with 19 for the Donettes, 2 for Allison Skaggs, and 5 points for Brooklyn Klepsik. Donettes won the JV game 52-16, won the varsity 52-31. Go to 10-4 on the season. Be back in action Thursday night right here at the Bill L. Wright Gymnasium in Doniphan against the Koshkonong Lady Blue Jays. Make sure you tune in to Current River Broadcasting on YouTube, and we'll be right back here to bring you the varsity game. And you can also watch that JV game. Well, it's going to be a boys JV game. I forgot. There's a boys JV game at 6 and a girls varsity game following that. So we'll see you again Thursday night. Good night, everybody.